Cancer. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your March 2020 playing card reading. This month I'm using the B playing cards by the United States Playing Card Company. And I'm also going to be bringing in one or two cards for you from Divine Doors by Andre and Gracia. I hope I'm saying that right. And Rockpool Publishing. All right, so this is a general reading for the sign of Cancer. A general reading for the sign of Cancer, March 2020. What are the messages that we need to know for our Cancer friends, for the highest and best good for our Cancer friends? For the sign of Cancer, I think the cards are ready for you, Cancer, and so we're going to take a look at this Three of Clubs on the bottom of the deck. Okay, now I have to double check here because that three has flipped itself around. These cards are upright, but it's turned this way, and so that's significant because I'm not really reading the cards in the reverse. I could just flip it around. I feel that what this is suggesting to me is some sort of, I want to say, social gathering I'm picking up for you, Cancer, an influx of people perhaps, or a new person coming into life. And if this is the case, what I'm picking up for you is to just hold back a little bit and evaluate that person. All right, so the very specific message, but if you do find suddenly there's a little growth in your I think it's more of a personal sphere, I want to say, almost like you know, meeting a new neighbor, or let's say you go to a party with friends that you're very familiar with, and then you meet a new person. And I think that this could be turn out to be a very positive and joyful relationship, but I am also picking up the sense that it will be a good idea to just hold back a little bit and evaluate this person if they are unknown. All right, very specific message, but let's get into the actual spread, which is starting out with the Jack of Hearts. All right, also suggesting a little bit of liveliness in the month of March. And I'm seeing again this idea of relationships coming in, new relationships. We have the Six of Clubs coming in. All right. And then the Eight of Hearts. Okay, very interesting. So I feel, Cancer, for many of you, you have really actually an established group of friends, a support network, shall we say. It could be of both family and friends, neighbors, it could be colleagues. This is an established group that you feel very, very comfortable with. And I want to say, Cancer, if this is the case for you and if you're resonating with that, that I'm picking up this message for the month of March to give thanks. Give thanks to the divine power above for this absolutely, I want to say, priceless group of people that is around you and that you have been able to count on for a very long time. This actually could contrast somewhat with the message coming in about new people. I'm picking this up now, Cancer, and that is this idea that people need to earn your trust. Many Cancer people, because you are so giving and caring and nurturing, will welcome just anybody into the fold and want to care and nurture them. In the present time, we have a lot of course, troubling things happening in the world today, and I can see the Cancer heart just going out to just everybody at this time, and wishing that you could care for and nurture and love many people. But again, if they are new people coming into your sphere, just to hold back a little bit and know that there's a difference between those people that are brand new coming in and the people that you have been able to rely on for many, many years and are really just the core and the foundation of your life. And now we have the King of Diamonds. All right, very interesting. The Ten of Spades, okay. That's a very interesting and powerful card to receive. Opens up many new things and avenues to this reading, followed by the Ten of Diamonds. For some of you, what I am picking up is that very strongly, shall we say, is that there is an absolute ending that has come about in some type of relationship. It could be work related. For some of you, this will have to do perhaps with a boss, let's say, that you had, an authority figure that was over you. It could be a family member, but I'm really not picking that up. I'm going to stick with the strong foundation for most of you. I think there's a very strong foundation of family and friends and a network of people that you know that are surrounding you and supporting you. But I feel that there is some relationship in life that you have experienced an ending, a very strong ending or parting of some sort. It could be also a family member. Let me just say that. It could be a family member that perhaps was sort of an authority figure for you, and there's been some sort of an ending that you've sensed. Or we could say a very drastic change, like the relationship is no longer going to be the same anymore. You know that it's not the same anymore. It can't be the same anymore because of this drastic change that has come about. At the same time, though, we must recognize that there is an incredible opportunity coming into your life because of the end of this relationship. Now, for some of you, not all, this is a very specific read, but for some of you, this may have to do with a legacy or an inheritance. Let me just say that for a few of you. Some of you may be coming into or have come into recently an inheritance of some sort. It is also suggesting to me also that I am hearing the phrase gift money, that there is some gift money coming in. For some of you, actually, it could be severance. Let me say, like severance pay. So this can hit a lot of different areas of life because it's a general reading, but clearly a very strong ending. Something to do with perhaps an authority figure, someone perhaps that you looked up to. It could be an ending to that relationship. It could just be that there was also a disagreement. That's possible. And so there is an ending in that way. But I also see, again, a very positive side to this, which has to do with the possibility of like a windfall or an influx of income that comes about. All right, and now we have the Queen of Spades coming in. The Ten of Hearts, oh my goodness, all right. 3 tens. And the King of Hearts. Now, this Jack of Hearts could represent you, and also this King of Hearts as well. I am picking up this message for you, Cancer. It is like a brand new life. It will be starting for some of you. It is a brand new beginning. And what I am picking up from this Queen of Spades is to use your head here. Think things through. I do feel for some of you the changes have been so drastic and potentially emotional. This is such a big shift for some of you that it can be a little confusing and destabilizing. And all of a sudden, you're in this completely new, I want to say, scenario or set of circumstances. And so what I am picking up here is if that's the case, to just, don't hesitate, I would say, to step back a little bit and just look at the big picture. I am picking up that you don't have to rush into anything. That's what I'm hearing. You do not have to rush into anything. This is too big of a change in life. With these 3 tens here, these are changes on many different levels. This is a shift emotionally. It is a shift financially, perhaps career-wise. It is a shift in the way that you view, perceive, or think about life even. And so March can be a time for you to also rely on that core of family and friends that you have always been able to rely upon, that have always been there and have been stable and have given you good advice, that have always shown that they actually have your best interest in heart and love you. To rely on those people, and at this time to just allow yourself time. Give yourself time with this. You don't have to make any sudden moves. That's what I'm picking up. Certainly there is a lot. We're going to stick with that card. It really popped out of the Divine Doors. Certainly there has been so much occurring for so many of us, so many of our lives. We have experienced so much change and turmoil and for some of us loss also, that this is a time to just sit back and really contemplate everything that has happened. I'm going to also cut the deck for you because I do want 2 cards for us. All right, and so we are going to look at this as the first card, and then we will look at the card that is on the top of the deck from the cut. All right, Cancer, we have this message for you from the Divine Doors. Morning memory. Its healing gift runs a destined course. The morning dawn, our inspired source. Meditate under the sun. It says, what a beautiful message for you, Cancer. And this really goes along and puts into really beautiful words the concept that I was picking up, which is that you don't have to rush into things. This is actually a very big change for many of you in your lives, and that the time is now for meditating under the sun in a place where you can feel warmth and nurturing yourself, that you yourself can be nurtured, and allow yourself to process these events. With this picture on the back, the door, what I am picking up is the message indeed, again, to just hold off and wait. We're picking up this shady side of the door, you can see. Perhaps the sun is coming in from this angle. It might be setting, let's say, or perhaps it's morning, I'm not sure. But I'm getting the sense that we can wait until the sun comes out again. That's what I want to say. To wait till the next day. Wait until the sun comes out again. Go back out into that sun. Be drenched in that sun. Receive warmth and nurturing from that sun. And meditate. Give yourself time to think this over. Now, the next card we have for you, all right, indeed, this image is suggesting the idea that perhaps something difficult has happened. For some of you, a little darkness around the outside of this door, suggesting some difficulties also reflected in the Ten of Spades in this ending. But we see this absolutely beautiful light coming in. It's separated into three, we might say, shafts of light. They are absolutely beautiful. I'm sort of seeing this almost mirroring those three tens and suggesting that it is also the time for an absolutely beautiful, spectacular beginning for you, Cancer. And the message on the back of the card is a cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly. Then you have arrived. All right, I really love these two messages together for you, Cancer, because it is suggesting to me to take the time to process everything and really on many levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and then you will know which way to go. You will be filled, I feel very strongly, with a deep love in your heart. I think you will also feel all the love that is surrounding you from those people that you have been able to rely on for so many years. A lot of support coming through you for Cancer in this reading. I'm very happy to see it. Cancer, that's your reading for March 2020. I want to thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure and a privilege to read for you. As always, if you enjoyed this reading, I'd like to ask you to like the video and subscribe. It helps the channel so very much. And I'll see you next time.